This is not an ink review, and the ink used for this paper review is Krishna Palasa. Now, I've chosen that ink because it can shade sometimes, and when it does, it can do a fairly decent job at it. Also, it's a sheening ink, which means that if the paper holds on to the sheening qualities of that ink, then we get to see it. Now, the pens that I use for this review are the Platinum 3776 with a soft fine nib, the Hero 7045 with a wet fine nib, a Visconti Van Gogh with a medium nib, and a Lamy Safari with a 1.5 stub. Starting out, we can see that this is not a bright white paper. It's got a slight cream tone to it, and I like cream tone papers. I find them to be very fun and interesting, especially with what they can do sometimes to the tone of an ink. Now, we have no problem with bleeding or ghosting. Yes, I know that I can kind of see what's there. Not really a problem. Once I've written back here, I'm not going to be seeing it at all. When we look at the page underneath, nothing bled through to the page underneath, which I'd have been surprised since it didn't bleed on this side. When it comes to looking at the what in the world was going on there, I had this whole weird pause. I don't know. I'll probably try and put it in here. It was this weird, like, stuck in thought. My brain was loading. I don't know what happened. Looking at the color on the front, we see that it does come a little bit darker than it did on the Clairefontaine, and it seems to do that in all of these. Now, this can be a result of the slight cream tone to this paper. It does still shade very well. I mean, you can see it isn't having any problem right here with isn't. It does sheen still. So it's holding on to those qualities in the paper. So if that, or in the ink. And so if that's something very important to you, if you're a sheen lover for ink, this is probably one. Now I'm rubbing on this just to be filthy. And this right here on the second line, that was the wet fine. I'm not seeing much, but weirdly with the medium, I am seeing just a little bit of pushing around of some of that ink. I have a little bit on my finger. I doubt it's going to show on camera. I was pushing down hard for that, so I was kind of, maybe the moisture from my finger was slightly reactivating the ink. I'm not going to hold it against this paper. I think this paper is doing an outstanding job. That no feather, no spread. I always love seeing it. This was a paper recommended by viewers on this channel, and I think we have a real winner when it comes to this. Now, I hope you got something out of this video, and thanks for watching.